project might contain many dependencies or libraries, and we use them to make our tasks easier. Similarly, in the case of data science and machine learning project, we will also require multiple libraries like NumPy, Pandas, and so on. More about these libraries in upcoming lectures. Since our project might require these multiple libraries, it would be tedious to search and download libraries from different platforms. Thus, to solve this, we have one common platform called as Anaconda. So why should we use Anaconda for our project? Well, it does have multiple benefits. First, it is free and open source. It has more than 1500 Python packages. Anaconda also simplifies package management and deployment. It will also just employ us a tool to easily collect data from multiple sources using machine learning and AI. And finally, it has good community support. That means you can ask your question there. So Anaconda is a distribution of Python that is world's most popular data science platform for data scientists and IT professionals. Similarly, we will require a platform where we could write and share our machine learning code efficiently. Thus, Anaconda also provides Jupyter Notebook for it, which we will be using to write a code throughout this course. So firstly, we need Anaconda to download on our machine. So go to your web browser and just search here, download Anaconda. Here you will get different link. I'm going to go in this anaconda.com website. Just go to this product, go in this individual edition. Over here you will get this download button. Just press it, then it will be redirecting us to this Anaconda installer for different version and different machines. If you are on Linux and Mac OS X, here are the installer. Since I'm on Windows, I'm going to go with this 64-bit graphical installer. Just press it and it is going to start download for us. And now we have to wait for some time for it to just begin download, and I'll just pause it for a moment and I'll just come up with our installer. After downloading, you will just open that file and it will give you this setup screen. So first of all, this is your Anaconda tree, and let's go to the next, and you can see this agreement over here. I'll just press I agree, and here is an option that you can choose for, and it is saying install for just me or for all the user. So I'll just go with all the users. Let's select next, and now after just giving that, then you can see the destination folder where you have to just install. So you can also browse and change according to your preference. I'm just going to go with the C drive. So here you can see in the advanced option you have this register Anaconda as the system Python 3.8. so just make sure this is checked box. Now here when I just check this one, then this not recommended will go red. So basically this option is whenever you are downloading Anaconda, it requires that this Anaconda 3 to the system path variable. Now if you have already installed Python previously, then you might just go with this unchecked. But if you haven't downloaded Python before on your machine, then you have to check this box if you haven't downloaded the Python before. So now I'll just select this one and let's go with the install, and it is going to just extract all the details, and it is going to install all the library, all the dependencies for us, and it is going to take some time. So I'll just make this video pause, and I'll come back after this. This is the details and everything has been installed properly. Now Anaconda is already installed on my machine. Now next thing, after installing, what you need to do is just search for Anaconda on your search bar. Here I'll just open this Anaconda prompt. If I just open, so from there from this anaconda prompt you can start installing, that is all the library, all the dependency for your project. You can also make the environment that is specified to this machine learning project if you want. Just search for how to create a environment using anaconda prompt. Now you can also use this conda, and if I say something like what is the Python version that this conda has, then you can see the Python version, and the Python version is 3.8.5. if you want to like have the information about the conda that is installed, you'll see the conda version that we have here is 4.9.2. so at this time of recording I have 4.9.2, but since this is available for all the distributions, so this will be applicable, these lectures will be applicable on any conda version. Similarly, next thing what I really want you to do is just see here, using conda we can install different packages that will be useful for our machine learning project. Although we are going to have the dedicated lecture, that will be the next following lecture, where we will learn how to basically just install all the modules, all these libraries that will be required for our machine learning project. But for now, just see here, we can install using this conda library. If you want to install numpy, it will be the syntax that will say conda install numpy. Similarly, if you want to see Jupyter notebook, which is our editor for this entire, that is lecture for this entire course, then this Jupyter notebook is pre-installed in our, that is anaconda. So you do not have to install it, that is separately. So just write here Jupyter notebook and just press enter, then it is going to open the Jupyter notebook on your web browser. So this is our home page for the Jupyter notebook. So next thing you can see clearly here, we can just go to on any of our locations. Let me go to the desktop and go to this new, and let's select and create this folder, and let's select this folder and just rename it. So I'll just say this is machine learning, and let's open that folder that we have just created, and let's click new, and this time I'll just open Python 3 notebook. Let's select this Python 3 notebook, then it will take some time, and now our kernel is ready and we are ready to write the code. Since the file name is untitled, you can also change the file name. So I'll just say demo file. You can give this name as a demo file, and this will be our, that is first project. Here you can write the Python code, you can write different machine learning algorithms. So I'll just say hello world, then just press this run button, then you'll see hello world just printed right here. So this way you can set up the Jupyter notebook using anaconda. The interface about the Jupyter notebook, the interface that you can see here, like the run button, these cells and everything, will be discussed in the upcoming lecture. But for now, I really want you to successfully download the anaconda and see its interface. Similarly, we have the next option. If you search this anaconda, you'll see this navigator. So we can also open this navigator, and this is going to open us a navigator, and in this navigator you'll see that. So let it give a time to open the navigator. At first it is just initializing, it will take some time whenever you open it for the first time. So let's give it some time. So my navigator is opened over here. So you can see some of these applications that has been pre-installed whenever we install this anaconda. You can see Jupyter Lab has been already installed, so you can directly launch from here. You can see Jupyter Notebook also, so you can launch directly using this navigator. You can see some of these applications like this Orange 3, PyCharm has not been installed, so it is telling us to install from, that is from third-party library. But you can see some of these like Jupyter Lab and Notebook and PowerShells, this has been just pre-installed whenever we install our that is anaconda. So this can be also used if you want to basically just use this Jupyter Lab and Jupyter Notebook over here. But we are going to use these cells in order to basically implement and in order to install all the libraries and dependency. So from now on, whenever you open this with this code, that is Jupyter Notebook, it is going to open the Jupyter Notebook on this web browser, and you are going to just create a new file and basically run your machine learning as well as Python code over here. You can test your Python knowledge in this Jupyter Notebook and see if you are basically having the good foundation on Python or not. So this Jupyter Notebook will be useful in order to code and basically test code, and we are going to collaborate and everything inside this Jupyter Notebook. More about this Jupyter Notebook, more about this interface, what is the code mode, what is this drop down, and everything will be discussed in the following lecture. But next lecture will be how to install all the dependencies or libraries that will be required in our machine learning project. See you in the next one.